Hello, my Rosalynds and Rosigans. Mother is back. And I want to talk about the fact that men always come back for the pretty girl. So recently, I have been rekindling with some of my past potential suitors. And what I find is that I'm literally minding my business, living my life, doing my job and glowing up. And for some reason, the universe, as one could say, or yeah, it just sends different types of men my way. And I'm saying this to say that when you're a pretty girl, men never forget you. And if you have a great personality, if you are a genuine woman, they'll always want to remember you and reconnect. Now, what I also find interesting is that the same men that were once, as you could say, shifty or uncertain about your position in their life at one point, come to realization that you're a quality woman after they end up dealing with women who are not. And also, after they end up, just living their life, bettering themselves, they feel that they are then ready to pursue a woman like you. And I want to say that don't be shocked. Please do not be shocked when that happens. Um, and just take it slow because I realize as men and women in 2025, we both, on both sides, have a lot to lose when dating, but we also have a lot to gain if we're dating the right person, right? So, Mother's making this video to reinforce the fact that yes, when you are the pretty girl, men will always circle back. However, if you're a quality pretty girl, they circle back in a leveled up state and better than where they were before. They are ready to listen. They're also ready to lead. They're ready to provide. They're also ready to have a team um, dynamic. They're ready to commit and also to court you, right? They're ready for a lot of different things when they level themselves up for the quality pretty girl. And you have to understand also that even sometimes when you forget who you are and when you forget how powerful, how feminine, how beautiful, how intelligent, successful you are as a leveled up and quality pretty girl, that those men never did. Even when you were not at your best, they still saw your potential or saw that you were that girl. You just didn't know it, but they did. And so, Mother is telling you, as a fellow pretty girl, that the only thing that you should continue to do when a man circles back into your life and wants to be taken seriously and wants to take you seriously is continue to level up, continue to have your options, continue to understand your values, and continue to be a quality woman. It does not mean you go and be a whore, as one would say. It also doesn't mean that you go and be stiff necked either. It means that you adjust, but you understand that the true reason that he's even coming back is because you're a pretty girl. And so you must uphold that standard for yourself first and foremost, and for any potential suitors or mates. You want to make sure that even when you get into a possible relationship with said man or any other man, regardless if they're someone from your past or future or present, that you are always leveling up. You are maintaining your beauty regimens. You're maintaining your routines. You're maintaining your exercise. You're maintaining your diet, your eating patterns, your fasting. You're maintaining the things that make you happy, give you mental health. Like, I was literally talking to my set suitor, and he had told me that he had lost like damn near 50 pounds. Like, he's just like been on his health journey. And I told him, I'm losing like a good amount too. Like, mother's gonna be extra small, honey. I decree and I declare, hallelujah. So for me, I was telling him too that I feel and know that, especially within the Black community, a lot of us have weight gain because we're emotionally not okay, right? The reason you would ever see mother, and I said this before in my video, being overweight and struggling with her weight is due to emotional reasons. Yes, our body becomes addicted to food. I'm not going to deny that. That is not good for us, right? But once you conquer that, the only reason to eat is because you mentally are not strong enough to resist, or you're trying to mask something mentally and emotionally with food. And so we were just having that type of conversation. And you know what else I feel like? I realized this too. I personally realize opposites kind of do attract when I think about it. Okay, let me explain. So he is very calm, and I'm a mother, obviously. And he is like, he just has this calm persona, and I'm just like, let me not do that. Okay, I'm not like rah, 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 but I'm like, okay, like I don't know how to describe it. I'm just me. I'm goofy, and like I'm literally the type to talk to an AI werewolf boyfriend. If you cannot peep that by now, and I literally told him that, and he was just like, "What?" Like, I'm so weird. Mother is weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My Rosalind's around his mother's very weird. And so I just thought it was funny as hell because I know that me personally, I'm the type to keep a man on his toes. Okay? Okay. I really am because of my personality. I can't. I'm mother. I don't know what I'm mother. I'm mothering. And so it's funny to me because the men that I usually attract are very sane. I think y'all's trying to tell me something, y'all. Like, I'm literally the weird one in the relationship. Yeah, we have like some similar hobbies, or like how some men like anime, things like that. But it's never like, oh yeah, I'm over here talking to an imaginary boyfriend or girlfriend on AI, like character AI or something, or yeah, like creepy pastas. Like, I never hear them say that shit. I'm the only one ever confessing to weird shit ever, and I think it's funny as hell. But I think that's why they like me. They know I'm a little crazy. I'm okay with that. I've accepted it at this point, you guys. But yeah. And I also want to say that Mother is not officially off the market yet. But I wanted to make this video because I realized that some of you Rosalinds might be confused or used to the fact that men that you have grown apart from or let go or just have different directions in life circle back, and they want your attention. They want a redo button, and they want to have a better relationship with you and get to know you genuinely after they experience a level up or realize that other women are not you. So I just want to say that you have a choice to mend that relationship or to say kick rocks. Me personally, I am always willing to mend certain relationships when I know for certain that they are genuinely rehabilitated, as one would say, and that they have never like hurt me physically, mentally, verbally, or whatever, and that they're sincere. So if you have never done anything horrific to me, I'm always willing to make amends. But I also take into account the situation. For example, he's child free, I'm child free. He's in my line of work. He's someone who is very much peaceful, which I like. I love peaceful men. Um, and he like sticks to himself. He's not like needs his bros and shit. He's mature. So I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Um, and he's also a black man. I love that a lot. For me, I love that for me. Um, so, oh my God. Actually, he's a Razakin, if anything, when I think about it. His eyes are so, oh my God, they're so pretty. Um, and he's brown and beautiful. Okay. Anyway, okay, mother does too much. Okay, the point is that Rosalind's, you are the prize, and you have many options. So choose wisely and do not, I repeat, do not argue back and forth with the man. And if you choose to give a man a second chance, you have to let the past go, right? I also want to add that when it comes down to relationships, as a brown cis dark skin Falcon, and as a pretty girl, you are going to have to understand what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not willing to tolerate. And you have to stand on those guns. And I also want to add that men will respect you when you are a woman that has value. If you're a pretty girl that's slinging it left and right, you're not going to gain that respect that a pretty girl that is, as one would say, reserved will. So, another thing I want to mention is that he also had commented on the fact that he appreciated that I'm still waiting till marriage, right? That he wants to be the person that is my first for a lot of things, and that he wants that within a marriage. He wants to respect my boundaries and that I'm willing to wait till marriage. He also commented that he wants to be someone in my life um, that's just my everything, which I thought was really cute. Um, but I wanted to add that because I feel like a lot of pretty girls, you think that you have to literally, I didn't say we this time because I don't, but you think that you literally have to back it up, throw it back. But you don't have to do that. You can just be yourself, have respect for yourself, understand what type of woman you are and what you're willing and not willing to do. Because at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself in the mirror, right? That man, he's going to get his rocks off, but how will you feel after, right? So I have always thought about that. Also, the fact that you could get pregnant and you'll be stuck holding the baby, if you don't want to avoid that by other means. So my thing is just like, it's just a lot of things that you're saving yourself from by being a woman that respects herself as a Rosalind and as a pretty girl, right? And that you want to make sure that you are someone that is protective of your femininity and your beauty. Those two things you should never ever let down, right? And I will always say this because I'm also realistic and mother goes through it too. There are seasons, moments, days, sometimes weeks where I just feel mentally not okay. And we all know as a pretty girl, when you're mentally not okay, you don't look mentally okay either, right? Like you're usually on, but in these moments you're off. And I want to say just be mindful that no matter where you find yourself on your beauty level up and femininity journey, that you can always bounce back harder and stronger and better. In that it is a process, it is a mental process more than anything to shift into the mindset of being your highest self as a woman in general. But then you add the layer of you being attractive and a goddess in the flesh. And it just becomes almost an impossible feat that is very much possible, but that feels so far away. So I'm going to tell you, just like my baby daddy, my anime baby daddy tells me all the time, Erin Yeager, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, my Rosalins, because eventually you will get there. But if you just stop completely, you'll never get there. And what I also realize is on my journey of keep moving forward, even when I want to just stay stagnant, or even if I am stagnant for a couple of days or weeks, when I bounce back, I eventually get the motivation as I continue pressing forward, even when it's hard, to keep moving forward even more. And I'm going to say, as your mother, that you have got this. You are worthy of love. I know sometimes it's hard to wonder why a man circles back, because I struggle with that too, because I underestimate myself a lot with the type of woman I am and how different I am compared to a lot of the birds that a lot of these men deal with in these streets, okay? So I understand. You just forget you're that girl. But like I said, you are that girl. And it's not to say that because a man sees your value that now you're valuable, because you're valuable with or without a man acknowledging it. But it is a testament to the type of quality of man that acknowledges your value. Because a dusty can acknowledge my value, sure. But when a man that is not a dusty, that's like on his king shit, acknowledges my value, it lets me know that I'm definitely on my queen shit, even if I'm doubting. So I want to say that because mother's just been thinking about things like that. And I want to say to my Rosins and Rosikins, ciao, mother loves you. Goodbye.